They did it. It finally happened. Japan has finally found a way to replace anime artists with robots. But it ain't without the entire artist community going up in an uproar. Things are getting quite interesting and out of hand. Oh my God, the response to this was overwhelming. Yo, sit back, relax. Welcome to some Noble News. Let's roll that intro. Things are crazy. I'm just gonna say, in the year 2050, maybe even that's gonna be the point where they're gonna have AI generated anime and you won't be able to tell the difference. Right now, we're a little bit far from that step, but we are progressing at a rapid pace. And, well, let's just get to what's going on in Japan that has artists losing their mind. Anyway, there's this program called Mimic. It came out on the 28th where it takes artist illustrations and mimics their art styles quite to the T here. If I showed you these two pictures of these anime girls, could you tell which one is the AI generated one and which one is the hand-drawn one? Well, joke's on you, every single one of these is AI generated. And as you can see, the artist's original stuff is up above it. You can see how closely it mimics it. It's not like one-to-one perfect here, obviously, and there's some minor details like his hands and other things going on there, but it's still very, very good. There's even other examples of anime artists posting their works there, and you can see how closely it mimics their art styles, and there's various other examples of just completely different art styles and how close it comes to actually doing the original work. It's so good. As for what this could possibly be used for, well, obviously it's good for making thumbnails, I guess, of anime YouTubers where you can just use that thing right there and just like have reaction faces of anime girls, and you won't have to try too hard. You can make like little storyboard things if it's gets like full bodies and stuff in there, if it's able to do some of that. And you know, imagine the VTuber variations that you can make using the clothing. It'd be very nice. But, as cool as that seems, the whole program was shut down a day later. When the internet outcry, the outpour was insane, with 41,000 retweets and about 30K quoted retweets to the 60K almost likes to this. You can see this thing was absolutely bombed and hated upon by the Japanese community, and also English. Literally all over the world, really. A very valid thing here was posted, do you have a system in place to take responsibility in case of the misuse? I feel like the Mimic could just take whatever person's illustrations and just mimic it, and the original artist would absolutely never know because someone just randomly pulled it from the internet, plugged it in, and got a bunch of brilliant drawings. And obviously there's some people out there that would be upset by this. Imagine if there was a computer program where it just took my persona, plugged an AI thing in there, and just made meme videos just using me, using AI thing. And I was like, I don't even need to do anything. The AI is basically just me now. You can even use those cheap text-to-speech programs that are actually getting a lot better now to sound like a human voice, and I'll just be completely replaced. And if you go through the quoted retweets, literally almost every single one of them is saying, I do not give people permission to use my artworks in this, which is stealing artwork from like talented artists, and I don't want anything to do with this. Because it definitely poses a extremely very real threat to people making artwork the better and better this program gets. It's pretty amazing already. If you guys saw like that Dolly Mini thing before, its ability to mimic anime was atrocious. Yes, sure, Some of the bodies were maybe kind of nice and shaded kind of properly, but the face was a horror show. In fact, YouTube didn't like it that it age restricted my video, so I deleted it. Doesn't exist on my channel anymore. What a shame. Maybe they were scared of AI overlords too. I don't know. But then again, the YouTube is literally an AI algorithm that overlords everything that goes on anyway. So I don't even know what's going on at there. It owns me at this point. The overlord that is the algorithm. But what if I told you that, you know, this is not the only program out there that is able to make good artwork? And yes, the artwork is fantastic. It's phenomenal on here. But there's also something else out there that is called Midjourney. And have you seen some of the beautiful illustrations that are on there? Here, let me just show you. If you go to the community showcase section, you can see all sorts of amazing things that artists have done here. Oh wait, no, that's all just AI generated. And AI made all of this stuff. It's all robot. There's even a Tifa Lockhart in here. Look how amazing that looks. That's incredible. The Spider-Man even looks spot on. Imagine if all you had to do to create amazing artwork was type into your keyboard, Big Booba Fox Girl Mechanic that's able to take over my channel. And you would get Lily. As soon as VTuber AI Lily is capable of Skynetting her way over into my YouTube channel, I'm gonna be out of business, but for now, at least I'm safe. It's gonna happen though, definitely in the future. VTuber Lily, she's coming. Now, I'm sure there's various ways that you are able to use Mimic properly here, like if they implement a way where an artist is able to submit their work, and if another person wants to use that work, they'd have to pay a small fee for the AI-generated versions of whatever they create with it. That could be one way to earn some easy money and some easy commissions without putting any burden on the original artist itself. That could be a new way of the future, honestly. Imagine how much more art would be generated from people just drawing things and the AI learning from that and mimicking that original artist's work. And then people could easily just step in there, bada bing, bada boom. That artist can do as many commissions as they want. And in all honesty, I think that there is going to be a point in the future where we're gonna have AI generated anime. I think it's gonna happen because, you know, that's how we just evolve as a species. We used to have to do math, everything manually. Then we got calculators, then we got computers, and look how much easier it is to talk and using all this extra technology to make our lives easier. And well, it may happen with the creative process. Then there'll be AI generated video games. It'll be completely nuts. But man, there is so much things going on right now with Mimic because it had to do so much damage control on Twitter because these guys were absolutely mad. A lot of people do see potential in this. There is a lot of positive feedback too of this Mimic tool out there. But then there's people out there saying, hey, this is just stealing art. A lot of artists don't want anything to do with it because yes, it is going to take jobs away if it gets to the point where it's able to one for one or even easily make better art than people. Mimic had to make statements regarding the slander of its creators and other things out there, so it may disappear, but I highly doubt it, considering that I think corporations would absolutely love this thing, since they're already abusing artists anyway that make anime. If they could just replace it with all a robot and throw out all the people that can't work 24 hours, 7 days a week, well, I think they would be very happy, especially if they get to save the barely livable wages that they pay anime artists to begin with. Overall, this is just a really fascinating concept out here. And, you know, the program is pretty good. Again, I would love to try it myself, but they took it down. I wanted to see, but obviously I would be violating the service because my drawings themselves are pretty bad. So if I wanted to see good art, I would have to probably, I guess, plug in some of my other friends' art and see if they could actually mimic that somewhat correctly. But still, it's kind of yikes. But what I'm really curious is what your opinions on all of this are. I try to keep it open-minded and saying like how the positive could come out of this, but you know, there's also definitely some negative because people would lose jobs and that's terrible and people could abuse it and just steal artwork and just make this massive thing that have stolen artwork with AI generated content and that they own no right to and just go off and do some crazy things with it. I don't know. So yeah, leave your thoughts and comments about this whole situation. Do you really think that people are going to be replaced by AI? I actually think it's gonna happen. Maybe not soon, but 20 to 40 years? Yeah, probably. So thank you again for watching this here. If you like some more Noble news, let me know. Slam the like button. It helps me out. Lets me know what you guys want to see. Covering these kind of crazy situations, considering how massive this one is here. I just wanted to talk about it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you beautiful sons of guns again next time.
You crazy mother...